Today I bring you Flashout 3, an anti-gravity racing game that I can describe as Wipeout with weapons. It is very easy to fail with these games, but with the gradual appearance of other similar games, I believe that developers have gradually opted for safety, not taking any risks with new concepts. Since you are here and if you want more indie game reviews, just join the channel with a subscription or just like and leave a comment. It's a huge massive help. Thank you. Flashout 3 is another game in the franchise with the same name that, I have to admit, I was completely unaware of. This subgenre of anti-gravity ship racing usually follows a pattern of cliches that Flashout 3 also does not shy away from. Graphics in a cyberpunk style, full of neons and some transparencies in a very futuristic art style, and, of course, electronic music that, in some games, is of dubious quality, completely spoiling the rhythm of the game. Something that, fortunately, is not the case here. I venture to say that, on the contrary, Flashout 3 has probably the soundtrack that I like the most within this racing genre. When playing, we have the usual modes of single race, time trial and campaign mode. I'll stick to the campaign because it encompasses all modes in just one. In a nutshell, it is short and structured in a way that the progression leads to stagnation quickly. I will try to explain. The campaign is nothing more than a combination of races that, when we manage to finish in third place overall or above, unlocks a higher difficulty with a new combination of races. All this does not appear to have any relationship or continuity to us beyond a new hexagon in a hub. Also, as usual, all ships have statistics such as speed, handling, durability and energy that has the purpose of giving us the full value of quality of weapons that we can equip in our ship. As we progress in our careers, we unlock new ships with slightly higher stats, but there is a great imbalance of importance between those stats, as speed and energy are considerably more important than the others. This option is not easy for me to understand, especially because as we unlock new ships, the quality of the opponents increases even in previous career levels, which makes it the same to be playing the first or the last level of the campaign, and at the same time the difference in speed value is quite noticeable, and if our ship has a speed of 9 out of 10 possible, it no longer follows the others, even with the rubber banding effect also presented in the game. This makes only one type of ship viable, and I will try to explain it further below. Each campaign level can have 4 modes of races. The single race, in which the higher your rank, the more points you earn. The elimination race, where every 18 seconds the last ship is eliminated. Time trial, in which we have to do the fastest lap, and the destruction mode, in which the ship that wins is the one who destroys the more ships. Theoretically, a balanced ship would be moderately equipped for all modes, but this only works in the first stages, since when advancing in the career mode, with a slower ship, even with the rubber banding, even if we are able to destroy a lot of opponents, it never has the speed to keep up with the front of the pack. And on the longer straights, they are an easy prey for everyone else. In time trial mode, we do not even have a chance because we don't even get close to the third or fourth best times. With some luck, the elimination mode allows us, if we manage to destroy the right ships at the right time, to stay in the upper half of the table. But 18 seconds between eliminations turn out to be short for the below maximum speed to catch up. This leaves us with the distraction mode, where the same mechanics that limit us in the other modes give us a great advantage, as we always end up near the last places, so with many more targets to hit and in a easier spot to defend ourselves. Fortunately, we're always earning points that allow us to unlock all ships with ease, so it's relatively quick until we can access the fastest ships. before we readapt to the controls, because the controls are also the traditional ones where we accelerate, brake, and much more important than that, there is a brake that also turns the ship in the direction we want to turn in, and this is the key moment of the whole driving process. Once we master this mechanic again, we master the game. Once we've mastered the game, the sensation of the dizzying speeds disappears, and we notice that we just haven't mastered an handful of corners. The game becomes slower in our minds. I have nothing to say to the controls and steering of the ships. There is a clear sense of fluidity, and we feel that we are hovering, really hovering. I do have some complaints about the visual mess from time to time, even when there are no other ships on the track, which doesn't always allow us to figure out where to go. Of course, there are types of graphics that are more prone to this confusion, but even discounting the color palette and the superabundance of neons, there are spots where beams of light occasionally cross the track, and that's perfectly unnecessary. The weapons are also unlocked gradually. Each one of them needs an energy value to be able to be installed in our ship. We have 3 weapons at the same time, and with them we cannot exceed the maximum amount of energy that the ship can support. This balancing mechanism also contributes to my misunderstanding of the overimportance of speed, because once again, on paper, it is a great idea since there are weapons that are much more useful than others, but they require much more energy, which makes us consider their need. Between weapons to fire towards the front of the ship, weapons that we can deposit behind the ship's movement, shields, speed boosts, or bots that repair the ship, the choice is diverse enough to be able to produce quite different playstyles, and it is with these combinations that we extract the bulk of the replay value of the game. Flashout 3 doesn't bring anything new to the table, even looked to me like a Pacer clone at half of the price. The only explanation I see for this price difference is the absence of the online mode, and that's the difference. If that's the mode you're looking for, in Flashout 3 you won't find it, which will exclude this game from your preferences. But if you want to play offline, this game has everything you need to be amused. This ability to create safe games with little to no complaint about it, it's not easy. Jujubee, who produces and publishes this game, is starting to get me used to it. The day will certainly come when they will take a riskier leap, and with these positive tests I'm starting to look forward to it. See you next time, guys. Bye!